Have you ever played a game and just felt the designer's passion and enthusiasm and love for game design pop out of every seam of the game? Well, you're not going to get that in Cloud City. Let's talk about it. What does that even mean, Bauer's Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. And today I'm very excited to check out Cloud City from Blue Orange Games. It's for 2 to 4 players, ages 10 plus, so it'll take about 30 minutes to play. And in Cloud City, this is a game where on your turn, you're going to lay down a tile, then you're going to build these cool little skyscrapers on top of the tile. Then if you want, you'll connect these to other skyscrapers, making these neat little walkways. And then you're going to do that again and again and again and again and again and again and again until you've created a small grid, at which point you'll look at your thing and say, oh, that looks kind of cool. You'll score up your points and you'll see who wins the game. And that is the whole game. If you're feeling extra frisky, you can do a rectangle, which means you do it again and again. Or if you're feeling super hyped, you can play with these cards right here, which will make it so you'll score bonus points for doing various different things with your walkways and with your city. If you want to see exactly how the game is played, check out the Bauer Family Learns. I'm sure something up there will pop up. But this is the review, so let's go over the pros. Let's go over the cons. First, on the pro side, the game is good. It's perfectly serviceable. It is a serviceable game. If it somehow sneaks into your collection, I doubt you'll hate the game. Will you ever want to play the game? Probably not, but it's not bad per se. Continuing on with it, it gets slightly better when you do mix in the cards, and I feel like most gamers are going to want to have the cards pretty much immediately. It has cool table appeal. People will see the game and they will be tricked into thinking that it's a better game than it actually is because they'll be like, oh, that looks really cool. Are you building a city? Any other pros that I have with it? Easy to learn, easy to teach. Nice box insert. I like the components. And that's what I got. Moving on to the cons, Cloud City in a sea of just games that are great and ambitious and different and unique is just unflavored oatmeal. You know, have you ever played one of those games and you're like, man, I can really feel what the designer was trying to do here. It feels like a passion project. It feels like they really poured their heart and their soul and every ounce of their being into the game. That's not Cloud City. Cloud City is a very generic game that honestly I would call a gimmick game. And I'm not against gimmick games. I like gimmick games. If you don't know what a gimmick game is, that's a game that pretty much the only reason that it got made was because of one specific gimmick. You can make an argument that Planet is a gimmick game, but I actually really enjoy Planet because it has interesting choices and it's competitive and you're competing with other people, whereas this feels much more like a solitaire abstract game. And the bottom line is, the gimmick doesn't carry the game, and that's what you need with a gimmick game. If you're making a gimmick game, the gimmick has to carry the game. Fireball Island, for example, the gimmick carries the game. This, not so much. It's not that much fun to play. It doesn't, you're never going to have a memorable game of this. You're never going to be like, oh, you remember that one time in Cloud City where I connected the two walkways, and then underneath it I connected two? No one's going to do that. No one's ever going to do that one. I've played this with 4 people now, and all of them were like, it's okay. And that's the thing. I mean, I don't think anyone's going to hate this game, but I don't see anybody loving this game. I don't see anyone saying, that was my favorite game of all time. You know, it's my grail game. No, it is just not Cloud City. That is not what it does. It is, in essence, an abstract game with a gimmick slapped on, but the gimmick doesn't carry the game, and that's all I have to really say about Cloud City. So why am I still here? I mean, I feel like I've surmised this pretty... Can I recommend the game? And the answer is no. I can't. It just doesn't do unique thing. I mean, maybe if it went to 8 players, then I'd be like, ooh, that's kind of cool. It goes up to 8 players, so that's something. But this is 2 to 4. That's the most contested playground of games on the planet, and this doesn't bring anything that I would recommend to just about anybody. It's good, but it's heartless, it's soulless, and in the end, it's very forgettable. I understand why they put this out. They were trying to, latch onto that Planet crowd and maybe, make that niche, because that is Blue Orange Games. They have a lot of games that are on the lighter side that I really enjoy. However, this is not one of them. And in the end, I see no reason to put it in my collection, and I probably don't see a reason to put it in your collection. So there you go. That is Cloud City from Blue Orange Games, a game that exists because it looks cool after you finish the game, and then you put it back in the box. There you go. If you enjoyed what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. Also, in the comments below, let me know what is your favorite gimmick game of all time. For me personally, it's Telestrations. It's the Telestrations pen that came out 2 years ago. So it's like Telestrations, except you're actually drawing in air with this pen, and then other people can see it on like a TV screen or an iPad what you're drawing, but you can't see what you're drawing because you're just drawing with this virtual pen. It's a really cool gimmick, and it's a really cool game. But what's your favorite gimmick game of all time? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, thanks for your time, YouTube.